Good morning. Welcome back to Kayak Fishing Cornwall. Got a slight change of plan today. I've been looking at Lizard Point and hoping to get down there and give it a go because it looks really fishy to me. But as you will see, there's a bit of a mist about and it's thicker in some places than others. And as Lizard Point to me looks like somewhere that could be quite hairy, I'm not going to go down there for the first time in anything less than ideal conditions. So I'm here at Coverack today. Hopefully this will be a video with some decent sound quality and a few fish. The idea of coming down here is it should be quite sheltered and I can stay close to the shore and have a good chance of a bass, which is what I'd like to try and target today. I will, if the mist lifts, I'll go out a bit further onto the reef and see, do the usual, look for a few pollock and things. If it doesn't, I'll just stay in close and flick lures about and see if I can find a bass. I've also just installed a side scan transducer on my kayak, so I'm quite looking forward to having a little look at that and seeing how that pans out. So I'm going to do what I usually do and put a couple of lures out behind me and then pedal out towards a bit of area and have a few casts. So I'll bring you back then. So I'm at a little bay where I've had a few bass in the past, so I'm just going to sit here for a little while, I think, have a few casts around, see if I can pick anything up. I think it's approaching high tide. I think high tide's within the next hour, so yeah, we'll just have a little go here for now. There's quite a few little jellyfish in the water actually. Oh, we're in. Look at that. Brilliant. You buggo, dropped it. Yeah, lots of jellyfish. Right, we'll have another cast back over there. It's weed here, so there's probably plenty of wrasse tucked away in all this weed. Okay, so yeah, right, I'm going to get my hat on because there's a compass jellyfish there and some other ones that are a bit of an odd shape. I'm not really sure what they are. I can see tiny sand eels down there. There's also another jellyfish. Okay, hopefully you can see that one there. That's a pretty little, almost transparent. Right, I don't know if you can see this one. You can actually see the colours pulsing up and down the outside of that. That's awesome. And that one. Wow. I won't imagine this camera will pick up the colours. They're very subtle. Right, I'm going to have one more cast with this and then see if I've got something else in the box because this is way bigger than those. Right, looking at them and then looking at this, I reckon that's the I reckon that's the ticket right there, but the tail's not right, so I don't know if I'll get a good act. Well, I doubt I'll get a decent action on it. There's another little compass jellyfish. They're everywhere. No. The tail's not flapping on this thing, but hopefully if I give it a lot of twitchy action, maybe it'll just catch their eye, be the right shape, get hit. Give it a few casts. I want to grab one of those things out because they don't even look like to be the right shape for a jellyfish. Oh, fish, yes! Lovely. Brilliant. Ain't a massive fish. This feels like a dead weight now. Look, I know I shouldn't do this mid-fish, but it's kind of vanished. There. It's spinning round like a tube almost. Yeah, wow. Like an apple. Weird. Right, see about this fish. That I reckon is a wrasse, to be fair. Where is he? It is a wrasse. It's a nice big wrasse. Well, ain't a monster. Pretty though. Nice. Might have to put a bit of distance between me and that rock. Do that first. That's not really helpful. Lovely fish. What is it with you wrasse and your ridiculously tough mouth? Yeah. Right. Get him up. Well, let's have a look. Let the folks. Oh, ah! Bloody things, right. That's alright. There's a good few varieties around. There's a little purple one there, and compass jellyfish, and those weird looking, like, round things. Over there. Which I don't actually think I've seen before. It's heaving in here with little bait fish. Right. I'm going to switch to the old trusty Savage Gear sand eel. Have a few flicks about with that. If there's no joy, I'll pedal on down the coast a bit. Can't really say the side scan's all that useful over this area, because it's just loads of boulders and weed, really. Right, I'm going to have a couple of casts up there, further or closer to the point, rather. And then, yeah, nothing happens there. I will carry on up. Looks like the sun's trying to come through, so hopefully it'll burn this mist off. I might get out on there, go out to the reef, see if we can pull up a few Pollack. Right, I'm going to try one more change of lure here. See if I can cast this any distance. I'll have a few casts with this. Might be that they're not expecting white. They don't want white, who knows. Oh well, that's not very far, but I'll try it. Last one for now then. And that's actually got all sorts of crazy colours running down that jellyfish thing. Well, right. I'm going to head round the corner. Put my old mate back on. I'll have a few, because this is on the way back to the harbour, I'll have a few flicks here on the way back. Right. It looks like some nets there though, so let's give them a wide berth. Well, I've just gone to go out round the point, and there's quite a, well, so like a medium-sized, quite close chop. It's not very nice at all. So I turned around to go back into the bay there and just carry on doing a bit of fishing. And there's quite a lot of fish shoaled up where I am here, I've marked. So I'm just going to put a lure down there and see if I can get anything from it. So I did come out with the intention of, just mainly going for bass and spending a bit of time in this bay, but it looks like I'm going to spend most of my time in this bay, if not all of my time in this bay, because I don't fancy going out there and ploughing through the close swell. Right, no joy over here so far, so I'm going to try something different to what I usually do out of here. I'm going to head in the other direction and fish a bit of reef. Well, assuming that it's quite calm here, if it's calm over there, I'm going to head over there and fish that bit of reef for a bit and see what happens. Probably nothing, but might as well have a go. So it's quite a pedal, so I'll put some lures out behind me as I go and bring you back if there's any action as usual. Right, looking at that side scan thing, you can see on the left hand side I'm just coming up to the edge of this reef. So if I wanted to mark that, if I saw a boulder sticking out that I wanted to go and then pass out directly over and see if there's any fish on it, I can take my cursor over to it, put the cursor on the thing you want to mark, and then just hold down the button, the old waypoint button, blink, and then if I return to my maps, it should have put a marker on it. Yeah, which it has. So I could then track back over that with the down scan on, or just the fish finder, and see if there's any fish on it. But I'm over the bit of reef I wanted to look at, so we'll just steer in over here and have a few casts over this, or I might just pedal over it first, see if there's any fish marks. Right, so we're over the bit of reef that I've not tried before. It's not a huge patch of reef. We haven't got much in the way of drift, so I'm going to I'll cast this crazy paddle tail round for a little while, just see if I can pick something up. If I don't get anything after half a dozen casts, I might change it out, put something else on. So I'm going to let that get right to the bottom and then give it the old lift and wind. There is some nice big compass jellyfish knocking around. Actually, one just went by as I was changing the batteries, obviously. If one comes close to the surface, I'll switch the head cam on and we'll have a look. I've marked a few fish since I've come over this bit of reef. Nothing to get too excited about, but, you know, don't mean just because you don't see them on the fish finder, doesn't mean there's nothing there. Oh, what was that? Felt like a fish. Well, this is the problem with these things. Now that body's been tugged off the head, that's going to keep doing that. Great lures, but that really lets them down. Yeah, I think I had a bite then, and whatever it was, grabbed the tail and pulled the body off the jig head. Probably a wrasse. See, look, there it is again. Come up with the body hanging off, so this has got to go. I had it glued before, so I'll have to take it home and glue it again. Yeah, great lures, apart from the bodies are so soft they get bitten in two quite a lot, and then once they're dragged off the head, they're useless. And they cost a fortune, a ridiculous amount of money for those lures compared to other things. Right, come a little bit further along, and I'm going to drift back along and cast and retrieve. I can't see why there shouldn't be fish along here. Lovely big stretch of reef. Ah, fish at last. How's it gone? Oh my god. Right, I'm going to have to change something up here. This clearly ain't happening, is it? Ooh. I thought there was some fish on the sounder, but I'll give it a whack, see what happens. There's a lot of fish there. What have we got? Little pollock. Well, considering how it's been going so far, I'll take it. Off you get. Go away. Let's see if there's anything else. I've spotted a bit. I might pedal off to in a minute and have a few casts over, because like I was saying, it's not exactly lively here. Right, I'm going to take a look at somewhere just a bit further away. Have a few casts there and then work my way back. That was odd. Some tiny little fry right on the surface, bright white. Right, I'll make my way over to there, see what it looks like. It looks interesting on the map, but we'll see what it's like. Yeah, that's a fish. Oh no, did it come off? Or is it weed? Sure, it was a fish. It is a fish. It's the tiniest fish I've ever caught on a lure. Wow. Look at that, everybody. A minuscule fish. I'll get rid of it. Still, the area looks good to me, actually. Don't know why I didn't make my way over it sooner. What I'm looking at there, what's that? Pot line, is it, on the sounder? Right, I'm going to have a cast around here then, because I like the look of this. Well, the usual suspects certainly ain't doing it today. And I'm running out of time, so I think what I'm going to do is run a couple of laps around these little peaks with some lures, and then make my way back to shore, or back to the harbour. Quite close in, just troll a couple of lures. See if I can get lucky on the way in, because I've not got lucky out here. That is a fish, that was real. Just changed lure to a tiny little khaki sand eel type thing. banged it out, tugged straight away. I know trolling ain't fishing to some people, but you know, if you end up with a fish, I'm prepared to do it. I'll happily do it. I'm hoping for a bass. Yeah, and it is a bass. Brilliant. Well, it was turning into a not the best session then, was it? Not a monster, but it's a bass, and that was what I was hoping to catch today. In fact, I don't think that's big enough to... it's not big enough to keep, I don't think. Never mind. Still, happy with that. Gotta be happy with that. One little bass. Yeah, tiny. Give him a measure to see what he has out. Probably about 30 something in it. Sit still. Wow. He's properly spiked up. That's 40. Look at him. Really cross. He's itching to get, mate. Fully flared. Off you go, mate. So that was where my luck ran out for the day. I didn't catch anything else on the way back to the harbour, but as I hadn't been out for a few weeks, it was just nice to get out on the water and see a bit of nature and catch a couple of fish. The forecast is looking good for the weekend, so hopefully I'll get back out and put a proper bend in the rod this time. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.